just giving my all. I'm taking it there.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from FedEx Field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they run with Campbell. And some room to work. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Johnson. Njoku with an impressive catch.
Let's go, baby. 60 by 19 right.
Johnson throwing on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away.
Touchdown, Panthers. George Pickens, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And now it's blocked. This is going the up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40, 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
The slot man in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd down, Lynch. Oh, look at the juke. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Slot man moves right. They'll run again with Lynch. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 45 on second down, Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. The slot man in motion right. Up the middle, it's Lynch. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go up the middle with Lynch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Slot man moves right. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Johnson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Johnson's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now Johnson throwing on 4th down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Johnson now throwing after the interception. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And some space here.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Now a play fake. Brady. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Johnson to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Able to find Lazard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw again. And that is taken in by Njoku. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly.
Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
A give, running left is Campbell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Being chased out left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Panthers use the short field to get in for 6.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and very short, Brady. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down. Slot man moves right. Brady now on first down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion, Hill. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd and inches, Brady. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Brady. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Second down at 5.
In motion, Hill. Throwing again on second down. Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now Brady again. Dancing to it, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Brady.
Touchdown, Washington.
Marshawn Lynch. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Johnson on first down. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. They'll look to throw again.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Move it, 19. Ready.
On the handoff, here's Campbell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Rolling to his left. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The slot man in motion right. Brady going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. In motion, Hill. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Let's go now. Panther 50. Panther 50. Three. 19 Wyatt.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the